Hi, I'm Kyara. This is my first flexibility update. For my flexibility update videos, I've decided that I'm going to document a couple of positions and track how my flexibility increases throughout the next coming months. So the first thing that I have filmed here is my front right split. After watching the video, I noticed that my hips are really not square in this split, so that's something that I'm going to need to be working on. Something else that I've noticed while watching this video was that most of my flexibility in this pose is coming from my front right leg and not a whole lot is coming from my back. So I'm going to have to be focusing on my hip flexors and really loosening them up. One way I'm going to be doing that is by raising up my back knee, and I'm going to be doing that with probably a yoga block and really sinking into that pose. The next position that I'm showing here is my pike. I'm really happy with my feet and ankle flexibility in this pose. I'm always pretty proud that my toes can touch the floor. This next stretch is the pancake pose. As you can tell, I hold my feet while I'm in this position. The reason for that being that my feet tend to roll in, and when I hold them I get a different stretch and more of what I'm looking for. When I'm ready, I'm going to start elevating the heels of my feet to be able to get deeper into this stretch. Now I have my left front split, and as you can see, my hips are really not square at all. And I try to square them off a little bit, but it doesn't really do that big of a difference. I have to realize that my proper form is more important than getting them just flat to the ground. So here are my middle splits, and I'm pretty happy with them considering that I haven't been doing a lot of stretching in the past couple of years. My middle splits were the hardest for me to get, so the fact that I kept them I find pretty impressive. I decided to do a back view of my middle splits as well, just so you can more clearly see the gap between myself and the floor. Again, I'm going to be using those yoga blocks and raising up my feet. I'll be able to get deeper into the stretch once I'm ready to kind of move on to the next level. I decided to do a pancake from the back view as well, just so I can see my back being straight and seeing how much my ankles are rolling in. So this is my chest stand attempt. I didn't have enough strength to kick up into my chest stand fully, so my back didn't reach the point where it could relax a little bit, and I was able to access my full range of flexibility. So that kind of sucked. In the next video, I'm going to attempt to get into the position from a bridge. That way I have a little bit more control. I'm also going to be trying to gain strength in my lower back. That way I can once again kick into my chest stand when I'm ready. So next I have my not quite knot. I'm not quite there where I can put both feet behind my head, but I'm working at it and it is a goal of mine. For my right leg, I was able to get my foot behind my bun, which isn't something that always happens, so I am pretty excited. My left leg is less flexible, so that's just something that I'm going to have to keep working at. I decided to record myself attempting this knot while laying down as well, and what I found pretty interesting when I go back and watch it is that most of the flexibility is coming from my hips and very little is actually coming from my back. What I find interesting about that is the more that I'm able to access my back, the better I will be at this position. So next is a handstand, and as of right now I still have to do a handstand up against a wall. I was surprised at how comfortable I felt in this position. I was even able to mess around with my legs a little bit. So after I finished filming this video and started editing, I realized that I should probably go back and film a couple more things. Originally, I decided not to include a Cobra Pose in my progress videos, and that was because I felt like there was only so much that you can do with that. I decided later that a bow pose and a raised bow would be better to showcase my flexibility increase. Something I know I need to work on in this position is my shoulder flexibility. My shoulders have actually been giving me some problems lately, so I think stretching them out and loosening up some of that tension will be beneficial in multiple ways. So the two other things that I decided that I wanted to record is my bridge and my elbow stand. Since I can no longer do a chest stand, I felt that these would be a good alternative to showcase the entire flexibility of my back at one time. I was really glad to see that my elbows could still touch the ground, and while in that position when I lean forward, it's a really great stretch for my shoulders. This is definitely a position that I'm going to have to keep working on. Let me know if there's any other poses that you think that I should include in my progress update videos, or that you just want to see me do in general. So there you have it. This is my first flexibility update. Now I know where my baseline flexibility is, and I'm excited to see where I can go from here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.